Man, it's a greedy world. It's a greedy world for real. I'm trying to figure out how can this country they claim to be in debt and have so many financial struggles with financing this and financing that, but they got enough money to send money across seas, and we ain't talking little money either. We talking billions, trillions, and billions, sending it across seas, spending it on war, all this money for defense, all this. You know, it's wild out here in this country, and I ain't complaining at all because I don't run the country. I'm not a governor. I've never been up in there, but best believe I would love to go in there and see how the money is distributed. Because they got this tricky word called inflation. And to me, inflation ain't nothing but greed. So how can we, the people, as people, stop inflation? How can we stop that? Is inflation our fault? Or is it the White House fault? Is it the government fault? What's going on with this inflation thing? Because this is why inflation is tricky to me. This is why I don't understand it. This country got umpteenth $1 million to give to entertainers. Entertainers make so much money. So much money. That shit ridiculous. I ain't complaining. I ain't knocking they hustle. But I'm saying they make too much. What the hell do a basketball player need with $67 million, $85 million, $300 million on 4 year contract, making 700,000 or $100 million or $2 million a game, $700,000 a game. But why do an entertainer need so much money like that? It's a lot of stuff that I can't figure out and understand. But we as people collectively need to start paying more attention to this stuff instead of just having fun being entertained. Why are these people making all this money and most of them just become drug addicts or just blow it? Because I think that's a lot of the reason why these big time corporations give them all this money, because they know they're gonna blow it. They know they ain't gonna do shit. They gonna do but give it back. Why not get this money to these hardworking Americans, these hardworking citizens out here? They get up every morning, early in the morning, the crack of dawn, and work, try to provide for their families. I'm not saying these entertainers don't work, but best believe these entertainers ain't getting up every single day on the hour for the hour to get the hour. They work periodically. They work seasonal. They work when needed. A rapper work when he got a show. A football player work during football season. Yeah, they got off season duties. They got stuff they do. They got, they work out here and there. But that's not nothing compared to this man working in a steel mill, down in the mine, or in a big ass chicken factory, a big ass tire factory, a motherfucker changing alternators all day, a motherfucker sweating in a hot box, sweating in a kitchen all day, making $12, $13 an hour. That shit don't make sense in this country. It's like this country backwards. Was it set up by foreigners? Is it set up by the wrong people? Now, a lot of people will sit up and complain about it, but it seems like to me ain't nobody trying to figure out no type of way to change it or help the situation. We all just complain about it. And then say, oh, we can't do nothing about it. We ain't nothing we can do. It's the government. We gotta figure something out because the government is the people. So in some type of way, it's our fault. Even if it's our fault for just falling for it, we gotta stop falling for the shit. So who's to blame for inflation? You got hardworking citizens out here getting up every day, every morning for pennies, making $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year, while a rapper can get on stage and make $40,000 that night, $50,000 that night. Why y'all think so many kids and people want to be rappers and entertainers? That's what everybody want to do. Everybody want to be ball players. Don't nobody grow up, or don't nobody go through young life getting prepared to work a job. We all have dreams. We had these big dreams, and then we run into reality, and we run into these jobs, and find out y'all ain't paying shit. Y'all ain't paying no money to these jobs down here. But at the same time, this the crazy shit. The same the same people, the same ones that's getting up to going to these jobs all across America, all y'all, me, all y'all, all of us. They want us to go to the shows. They want us to go to the games. They want us to go to the events. They want us to pay our money to go to the events to see a person who getting all the money. It don't really make too much sense. Now I'm not saying these entertainers, these people shouldn't be paid. Yes, they should be paid, but not so much. How do y'all have so much money to give these people, but on the flip side claim that the country in debt? How are you blowing up Hawaii and then you got millionaires on TV asking the public for donations? A lot of this stuff don't make sense, so we need to start putting pressure on our government officials. Go to your city hall meetings, go to your city meetings. We need to start doing all that because I'm starting to do it. We need to start putting pressure on every single person that work for the city on the financial distribution in the city. How much money these jobs are getting, how much money, what's going on. Because I guarantee you this country got enough money to pay every working class American $50 to $100 an hour. Where you can work at a job for 10 years or 15 years and retire and let somebody else step up. Work 10 years and retire. You shouldn't have to work 60 years, 40 years, making $15 an hour, $20 an hour, and get nowhere. Because these jobs want to hold on to your soul. And a lot of these jobs want your soul. They want you in there 10, 12, 15 hours, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. They want your soul. They don't give a fuck about your family or nothing. But you ain't making no bread though. But the same person that's working, the same person that's working, that like you, like yourself or me, working, doing this, they want you to come to the game. They want you to come to the show. After you done work, you tired, your feet hurt, come to the show. Now, granted, there are jobs in America where people making handsome money. Some people probably might even think I'm complaining because they making good money, they straight. But the majority of the people in this country is making anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 a year working these jobs, and they wonder why so many abandoned houses. Jobs got so many turnovers. People just walking in and out of these jobs because you ain't making no money. Y'all cutting overtime. We ain't making no money. So we got to figure out some type of way as people. Who do we need to apply pressure to or pressure on to change this inflation shit? Because if a can of Coke is worth a quarter today, goddamn it, a can of Coke should be worth a quarter tomorrow. 50 years from now, 100 years from now, that's what it's worth. It shouldn't go up just because more people buying it. That ain't number greed. That ain't inflation. That's greed. That's greed. Because it's plenty. The world is plentiful. Let me show you. Let me explain to y'all how plentiful the world is. America, small as this country is that they claim it's 300 million people over here. 300 million. That's about 2% of the world population. Probably not even. You can take everybody in this country, in America, and move them to California. Everybody. And we have space to live. Everybody. Your grandma, aunties, my grandma, everybody. We can load up. Everybody go to Cali and live comfortably over there. Plenty of space. Just think about this. 50% of America is unoccupied. Half of this country is unoccupied. Half of this country just forests and woods and shit, river and shit, ponds and lakes. We all just stacked on top of each other. That's why we fall for this lie. They tell us we overpopulated. We running out of water. We running out of food. No, we not. That's what them greedy people telling you, so they can continue this greed shit. So we need to figure out who we need to apply some pressure to, cause ain't no way a rapper, entertainer, singer, dancer, kickboxer, I don't give a fuck what you is. Ain't no way an entertainer should be making more money than a teacher, an educator, a miner, an excavator, somebody who build houses and build structures, build neighborhoods, getting your hands dirty in the ground, and you making less you making less money than somebody get on stage and sing. Not throwing no shade on singers. It's beautiful, but should no rapper make more money than a lawyer? That's just ridiculous. Plumbers put their life in the ground, going in to risk their life. People risk their life going down and they making $30 an hour, $20 an hour, and it sound good to some people because we down here making $12 an hour, $10 an hour, $15 an hour. That shit ain't no money because America got plenty money, plenty. This whole country could be like Dubai, but it's ran by the wrong people. Ran by the wrong, the greediest motherfuckers we probably ever could think about. And they call it inflation. Ain't that a bitch? And entertainers make way too much money. P.S.A, man. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button. How can we change this shit?